Hello, thank you for watching. Technology has changed what some things are like, but we still use the same word because the defining features are still the same. The defining features are still there for different objects. Sometimes in life there's a noun that has a defining feature, and there's some wiggle room. There's different differences between things that qualify for that same noun because those things have the defining feature. I'm bringing this up because I've been thinking a lot recently about marriage, what it is, and I'm going to do another video specifically focused on marriage. Well, in this video, let's go more deep into the idea that there are defining features, and technology changes some things, but it doesn't change other things. So we call a ship because the defining feature of a ship is it is big enough that it's got multiple floors on it and it floats on the ocean. And it has some way of moving itself. It's a barge if it needs something else to push or pull it around. So sail ships that were blown by the wind, that were big enough that they had a below deck or multiple below decks, they were ships. Paddle wheel ships out on the ocean that had more than one deck, that had wheels on the side that turned, or a wheel in the back, that turned, that pushed the object, the ship through the water. They were a ship because they had those features. Modern ships with the screw propellers, with propellers under the water, sometimes they're called screws, and a gasoline or a diesel or a electric or coal or water or nuclear engine that turns those propellers is a ship because it has the same defining features. Now, that's what defines a ship. If you call a bus that doesn't float a ship, you're saying that the Royal Caribbean Cruise Line does not own ships because they're too different. The bus that doesn't float can't be a ship, and the Royal Caribbean cruise ship a ship, because it does not have the defining feature. But there's ships that are designed for carrying people. The passenger ships, Royal Caribbean cruise ships, those are designed only for carrying people and making those people happy that they were there. The military transport ships, they're designed to carry people and not make those people happy they're there because they have to be there anyway. They're not a paying customer that you are trying to get back because they had fun. They're a ship just the same as an aircraft carrier, designed to carry aircraft and catch, be a flight deck for aircraft to land on and from which to take off. It's a ship because it's got those defining features. A warship that doesn't carry aircraft, or only carries one little helicopter on the back, but has some kind of a naval gun, or is designed to launch a whole lot of missiles and torpedoes, it's a ship because it has those defining features of a ship. See, there's differences between all those ships, but they still have the defining features. Other examples, cars. A Ford F-150 and a Honda Civic, a Ford Focus, a Chevy Impala, a Chevy Volt, and a Tesla, whatever their model names are. They all have the defining feature. They have four wheels, they're on the ground, they roll on the ground, they have a motor in them that makes them go, and they are designed for people to sit in them, and they have some room for cargo, but not a lot, so they're not a truck. But they're a car. They have the defining feature. They're not an airplane. They lack the defining feature of an airplane. Flight. Now, an airplane that's broken, it still has the parts to be an airplane. It's still in that category. Unfortunately, wouldn't be able to be used, but it is more of an airplane than a Ford F-150 is. The big, huge airplanes that carry hundreds of people, and little tiny airplanes that only fit one person, they're still airplanes. They have the defining feature. Airplanes with guns on them to engage in military actions. And airplanes with no guns are all airplanes. They have the defining feature. Now the feature of a marriage, it's making babies. Yeah, so technology changed what airplanes look like from what they were 100 years ago. It's changed what ships look like. It's not changed human relationships to where where it makes any biological or sociological sense to expand marriage to include anything other than two people who are able to make babies if healthy and functioning properly. And so, those are my thoughts about that. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.